Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their ascension process. And today's video is going to be a December 2016 Ascension Energy Update. I am extremely excited to do this update. A lot of times, the intuitive messages I get to share with you are not always exactly something to look forward to. As you well know, the awakening is chock full of challenges and sometimes prolonged periods of purging and ascension type flu-like symptoms and whatnot. And I'm thinking like, man, I don't want to deliver this news to these guys. But this is going to be a really exciting and transformative month that I know you're going to experience. I'm going to break it up into 3 separate themes, all equally exciting, and I'll get into them right now. This first one is going to be something I know you're going to notice, and that's brilliant clarity. It's going to help lead you to very deep, profound, and life-altering revelations about yourself, how and why you tick, what created these patterns in your life that have shaped your experience. Many of them you maybe aren't particularly fond of. And through this clarity, through these revelations, you can let go of these self-sabotaging patterns in your life and therefore implement your preferred life experience and your strategy. All of us, deeply at the core, are in a incredible way supremely confident, supremely capable. And yet we have also these big, massive dreams, many of us. A lot of times you go through this awakening and you start going through it and you start to have these almost like fantasies of how you almost have this unrealistic expectation of how your life you want it to be. And it seems so unlikely and so far-fetched. But it's not. And the awakening and this clarity is going to help reveal to you how we trip ourselves up. We have the ability to manifest what we want relatively easily, and it is our own conditioned patterns that we picked up along the way while living a life fairly unconsciously that keep stopping us. We keep running into ourselves, our baggage, our issues, our ego. But through this clarity, you can see, that's why I'm doing that. That's why I keep sabotaging myself. It happens in a very sneaky and roundabout way, the way we screw ourselves over essentially, but you can start to become hip to it and therefore stop doing it and hence get to where you want to go pretty easily. It can seem from where you're standing, the way you want your life to be, it might seem like this massive undertaking, like how on earth is this going to ever happen? And it's only because you're seeing it through the lens of all of these filters that again are sort of conditioned patterns and mindsets and trapped emotions that make it seem as if it's unlikely, when really in actuality it's not. Number 2 is you're going to find that you are now walking a very fine vibrational line. Meaning, when you're in harmony with your path, the path you came and chose to walk in this lifetime, you can feel it. It's obvious. You feel great. You feel optimistic. You feel so bubbly, you can hardly contain yourself. And yet, when you step off that path, now even a little teeny bit, it's like, boom, you're smacked in the face with things not working out for you, problems, heavy, dense emotions, feeling stuck, feeling pessimistic, feeling like your life is just spiraling rapidly and down into a place where you don't wish it to go. And that's all just because the energies are becoming so refined and the contrast between light and dark is becoming so blatantly obvious that you're just experiencing the dark in a darker way But also at the same time, again, when you're in alignment, you're experiencing the light in a much brighter and more obvious way. And though it can be challenging, because we're all doing our best now to find our way, and we're kind of all over the place, and you might find yourself running into these problems here and there, but that's only to sort of wedge you into this preferred path that you came to walk. And because it's so obvious, whenever you reach it, it's like, oh yes, here I am. Thank God I'm back, and then you're off the path again, and you're off, and it's a challenge again. But essentially, it's all for the purpose of very quickly keeping you on the straight and narrow towards your goals. And thirdly, there might be experienced by a lot of you a lifting off effect. What I mean by that is that you can imagine yourself as a big hot air balloon that's already filled with helium, filled with air, ready to lift off, but you have all these lines and strings attaching you to the ground so you don't just fly away. But the problem is you don't see any of these lines. You don't know they're there. Even though you put them there, you don't know they're there. But through this clarity, this December energy is going to provide you with, you'll start to see them. You'll see these lines that you put there that have been holding you down this entire time. And as you witness them and get a hold of them, you can chop them down. And one by one, you start plucking away these lines. You'll start to feel yourself lift off. You'll start to actually experience yourself rising above the chaos that's ensuing right now and sort of overtaking the planet. It'll be there. You're not going to just magically poof out of here, but you're going to be, to a noticeable degree, more detached from it. More able to, even within this chaotic world we're living in, find your place in the world. Find peace, find joy, find a purpose for being here that satisfies you and brings you excitement. And you'll start to perceive the density as having more distance between you and it. Therefore, even though you're aware of it, you're not blind to it, you can even choose to look at it for a while if you want. But it will not affect you emotionally the same way, because all the issues and all the baggage that was tying you to it in a physical, emotional sort of way are starting to sever, starting to fall away. And you're still kind of here. But again, you're going to be living in the world, but not quite of it.